Good evening everyone, my name is Matt from the Lott, and today we're taking you behind the scenes of an official lottery draw. We're here at Channel 7 in Brisbane, and this is where we have our official lottery draws filmed for broadcast. And so you may know that our broadcast draws are Saturday Lotto, Monday and Wednesday Lotto, Oz Lotto on Tuesday, and also Powerball on Thursday. But you may have seen the draws on TV, but what's actually going on behind the scenes here? So today I'm joined by Geoff.
Hey Matt.
And our trusty machine. So Geoff actually heads up the game administration team for the Lott. So thank you for joining us today.
You're welcome.
Tell us about the role of game administration and what goes into conducting these draws.
Okay, I guess our responsibility is the maintaining of all the equipment, as well as the procedures that are specified to ensure that the games are run with fairness and integrity. So a lot's involved in that, from checking the ball sets that we use, as well as maintenance, ensuring that's conducted on the machines on time, and of course introducing new machines.
Excellent. Well look, that's the thing, because tonight we're actually debuting this beauty. It's a new lottery machine. So tell us, when was the last time we had a new lottery machine?
Almost 20 years ago. So quite some time ago, before my time at the Lott. So it's it's quite unusual and an honour to be involved in this process. So. And
why the new lottery machine?
Well, apart from it being 20 years, we wanted to, I guess, to update the look of the draws, and also to see what new technology was out there to use it.
Because I understand there is a bit of whiz-bangery contained in this machine.
Yes, there definitely is. They're pretty advanced. So the biggest difference, I guess, between this machine and our previous generations would be the use of what's called smart balls. So there's RFID tags, or radio frequency tags, within the balls that are used. I've got some here with my assistant helping me.
Excellent, thank you, assistant.
All right, so that's what the new ball sets look like, and inside each of those balls is a little tag that is read by our system over here once drawn. So we can automatically pick up the numbers drawn.
Excellent, so the ball comes up and it's read by the machine.
Yes, so that'll be used for exciting things in the future, but at the moment it'll also help with integrity. So there's a computer reading the result of the machine immediately.
Excellent. Now you've got the white gloves on, so you're either a Michael Jackson fan or that's actually required for handling the ball sets?
It is, it's required. So we want to ensure that the balls are handled with gloves so that they are kept clean and balanced for use.
Now, bringing this machine and the balls, because they're new sets, tell us that process of commissioning a new lottery machine.
So it's been around 2 years in the making. So from going to international tender and selecting what we think is the best machine available in the world, to all of the testing with our first third-party testing facilities, and then of course our government regulators.
Yeah. So. And I even understand the balls themselves individually weighed as part of this process.
Yes, so we use the National Measurements Institute to measure each of the ball sets and to ensure that the balls are within a very strict range of weight. And further, we test the ball sets individually to ensure there's no bias or anything like that present as well.
It's humming. It's getting ready for tonight. It can't wait for tonight's draw.
It is.
Excellent. And so, so we've got the new ball machine. So that's going to conduct a range of draws across the different games. Previously, that was done by various different machines.
That's right. Yeah. So with this new generation of machines, we will be replacing our Lotto machines and our Powerball machines. So this machine can be configured to draw both, which will be useful in ensuring we have backups and redundancy for the devices.
Excellent. Well, and I should say, if you do have some questions, do make sure to put them in the comments and we'll see if we can get to them. If we can't during this live session, we'll certainly get to them afterwards, because I know coming behind the scenes, people may be really interested to know what goes on. For those of you who might remember back in the day when the presenters wore tuxes and there were lots of taffeta dresses, we actually had our government officials shown on the screen. They're still here. They're just behind the scenes. They're a bit more camera shy these days. They're like dentists. We can't show you their face on TV.
No.
But they are here.
They are here, we promise.
Yeah. And why are they here? What's the role do they play across all the draws?
So each draw has specific sets of security requirements for it. So the regulators play the role of monitoring the steps of the procedures and performing their own checks on the machines prior to each draw.
Now, these machines just aren't left anywhere either. There's a process of where that's stored as well, isn't there?
Yes, so the government supervisors oversee the unsecuring of the machines, where we move them from their secure dual lock storage, which is covered by all sorts of security functions, here into the studio, and they remain present with the machines throughout the entirety of the draw before we secure all the equipment again at the end of the draw.
Yeah, so that obviously means that at no point can anyone sort of interfere with the machines or...
No, no, absolutely not.
And obviously only certain licensed people can actually handle the machine and the lottery balls? Yes,
so in order to be a draw official, we need to have a lottery key person license, which is essentially an integrity and background check. For each of our staff members. So we're not allowed to handle the equipment or be present unless we have one of those.
Excellent. Well, I'm just going to see if we have some questions coming in. Right, well, okay, we've talked about the new machine here, but one of you have asked, what happens to the old machines?
So the old machines will be retired. There is a museum that takes some of the old equipment in Barcaldine.
Barcaldine?
Yes,
okay.
So fair way away. We may consider that, but usually decommissioned lottery equipment will go through an approval process and go into secure storage and then possibly dismantling. So, yes.
And I mean, that's the thing. I mean, those machines, they've been going for 20 years. There are, hundreds of Division 1 winners who will thank those machines dearly for the billions of dollars of prize money that have been paid out during that time.
Yes.
And this new machine's about to sort of draw those winning numbers for the future, so there'll be a whole next generation of Division 1 winners who will be very appreciative of this machine's work, I'm sure.
Yes, hopefully we'll get a millionaire tonight for the first draw.
Absolutely, Monday and Wednesday Lotto, guaranteed Division 1 $1 million for up to 4 people, and the draw closes at 7:30, so
yes,
time's ticking.
Soon.
Now, is there a different set of balls for each draw, or different games?
Yes, so we still maintain the differences in ball sets. So each machine, where there's approximately 4 sets per game, we constantly rotate the equipment around with the draw machines themselves. So different colours, but same technology within.
Yeah, and with the difference between the balls, the new balls versus the old balls were really glorified.
Yes, they were table tennis balls. It's quite hard to manufacture a plastic sphere to have it in the correct balance and weight range. So we did use top flight table tennis balls, but that have of course gone through rigorous testing as well.
Yeah.
So
and the new balls are actually quite different, aren't they?
Yes. So the new balls are foam. They're quite solid and they're larger as well.
Yeah. Excellent. Another question coming in, we may have touched on this, but how do you make sure all balls have an equal chance of coming out?
Okay, so they're tested firstly at a third-party testing facility, but then also by government regulators as well. Excellent. So we've gone through a lengthy testing process on each set.
Right. Are staff that conduct the draws allowed to have an entry in the draw?
No, that's almost a trick question. No, absolutely not. We can't purchase it within any of the draws that we participate in.
Now, and how often do you test the machine? So they've obviously gone through this rigorous testing to be commissioned, but someone wants to know, is that it for the testing, or is there an ongoing program?
So there's an ongoing maintenance program to ensure the machines are still working as expected, and of course before each draw we ensure that the machines are operational and running as expected.
Excellent. And look, we'll just squeeze in one more before we finish up with the questions. But if you do have other ones, do put them on there, and we'll aim to get to them after this. We'll have to get Geoff and co. Leave them time to set up and do the final checks for the draw. But does the machine have a nickname?
I think it's too soon. I thought maybe Lucky, but we'll see.
Okay, there you go. Well, that's the thing, it's like a baby, isn't it? You've got to perhaps, get to know it a little bit and before you give it a proper name.
Yes.
I'm sure you might have some name suggestions, Machini, McSheeny, or... something very creative like that.
That would be an original one.
That would be shocking. So yes, but look, thank you so much for your time. And
welcome,
as you see, we've taken